Yo, what is up, guys? It's James Carter TV, and it's time for my NBA Power Rankings. We just started February. We're officially about a month and now about 5 days since the start of the NBA season, and I just want to give you guys my top 5 teams for the Western Conference and Eastern Conference so far. I'm going to do this for March and for April as well as the season progresses. So let's get into it. Let's start off with the Western Conference, and at my number 5, I had the San Antonio Spurs. Right now they're looking pretty good. They're having problems on the road, but at home they are a great team. Right now they haven't had Matt Newton, that's really hurting them, but when he gets back, when they get healthy, they can be a force to go to the Western Conference Finals. But they need to get healthy first. They really need to get healthy. Don't know what Greg Popovich has been doing as of late. He's been benching Tony Parker and Tim Duncan. I think mostly that's just because their schedule has been really tough as of late. But, right now I have the Spurs at number 5. Still a team to look out for. Let's not forget they had the best record last year, even though they got kicked out in the first round of the playoffs by Memphis. But still a team to look out for. So, now my number 4, I have the Los Angeles Clippers at this position. Now, I was kind of thinking, maybe they should be ahead of the Lakers, but I don't think I can put them there just yet because the Clippers have played less games by about 4 right now. So I'm not going to go them ahead that far. And, we saw the Clippers beat the Lakers, and then the Lakers went back and beat the Clippers. So I still have to give the Lakers a slight edge. But the Clippers right now, they're playing like a very good basketball team. Let's not forget that they came together this year. They added pieces such as Chris Paul, Chauncey Billups, Caron Butler. So they've added those pieces. They got those people in. They're still learning how to have great chemistry. But when you have Chris Paul, that's not really a hard thing to do. They'll continue to improve, and they'll be a team to watch out for in the playoffs. That's definitely something to look out for. And at number 3, I have the Los Angeles Lakers. Kind of been falling off as of late. They started off the season playing all these games. I think they're really worn out. I don't think that they're really getting worse. Still don't agree with that Lamar Odom trade. I really think that hurt them really extensively bad. But when it comes to their bench, because right now the bench is not doing well. But now somebody that you guys probably heard of this guy, but Andrew Godlock has been coming off the bench recently, has been doing pretty good off the bench. So maybe he can be formed into a 6th man for this team and get some good points off the bench. I'm also hearing that the Lakers could go out there and get Gilbert Arenas, and that'd be interesting to see because we all know that they need points off the bench, so why don't you go get Gilbert Arenas? That'll be very interesting. And let's not forget, Steve Blake's been out for the last 3 weeks when they've been losing these games. So, when the Lakers get healthy, if they add somebody, they'll be right back to one of the best teams in the NBA, with no doubt. So, my number 2, I have the Denver Nuggets at this position. I was kind of... you already know, I already left out the Portland Trailblazers. Still not really buying it. But I have number 2, Denver Nuggets, playing very good right now. Al Harrington playing great right now. Danilo Gallinari playing fantastic. Got his contract extension, so he's going to be there for a long time, as he should be. Great 3-point shooter. And they're just doing well in the Nets. They're actually doing better with this group of people than they were with Carmelo Anthony, and Carmelo Anthony's been doing terrible with New York Knicks, so very interesting right there. You want to know why? I'll tell you why, because George Karl is such a great coach. He knows how to keep his team together. He said, you know what, we're not done just because Carmelo left. We got good people, such as Gallinari out of this trade, and we're going to use these people. And that's what they're doing. So Denver Nuggets, number 2 in the West. And number 1, of course, you can already figure it out, Oklahoma City Thunder. They're playing great basketball right now. They did lose to the Clippers, I think it was last night. But you know what? Actually, no, it was 2 nights ago. But Oklahoma City's still the best team in the West. You could debate the best team in the NBA right now. But without a doubt, right now they're the best team in the NBA. They're 16-4, or I guess 16-5 now. But they're just playing great. Kevin Durant playing great. Russell Westbrook playing better. And James Harden coming off the bench getting great bench points. So you have to give it to Oklahoma City Thunder. They're obviously, I don't think anyone's going to debate that they're the best team in the West. So let's move on to the East. And at number 5, I have the Atlanta Hawks. They've been playing better. We all know that they signed Tracy McGrady during the offseason. He's come in and done a pretty good job. They lost Jamal Crawford. That kind of hurt, but they still have a good team overall. Jeff Teague is doing a good job on that team right now. Joe Johnson still being Joe Johnson. Josh Smith still being Josh Smith. But Al Horford is out for 3 months, and that's going to hurt them when it comes to seeding in the playoffs. But don't be surprised. Maybe they sneak in one playoff win, one playoff series win. If they win a series, don't be surprised. Don't think they're going to win 2. In fact, I'd be shocked if they won 2. Maybe 1. But they have to get Horford back first. First of all, Horford has to play. Number 4, I have the Indiana Pacers. Pacers playing much better. They did lose Mike Dunleavy during the offseason, but then they go out there and get David West. David West being a good closer for this team. A great addition to this team. Bringing the veteran aspect into this team. He knows what he's doing. Danny Granger's been having some shooting problems, but still being Danny Granger as well. Roy Hibbert playing better. So the Pacers as a team are better out of all. Don't expect that they sneak in. My 3, 4, and 5, don't be surprised if they sneak in and playoff series wins. Don't be surprised if they upset somebody. But yeah, I have the Indiana Pacers there. So 3, I have the Philadelphia 76ers. And right now, Andre Iguodala isn't really playing like the best person. Yeah, he still is the best person on the team, but is he really playing like that? No. Because guys around him are playing much better than they were, let's say, 2 years ago. And this is great for them. The 76ers deserve this, but they've been waiting for this. They finally got this. They got a very good team that they can ride into the playoffs and keep building around. They can keep building with it. Maybe bring in somebody off season. We'll see what happens with the 76ers, but they're playing good ball. Now, number 2 and number 1. Number 2, I have to give it to the Miami Heat. Even though, yes, they did beat the Bulls on Sunday, Miami Heat's still my number 2 team. They just got Wade back, so we're going to see how they do with Wade, because with Wade, they weren't doing well. Now LeBron is saying, oh, we got no chemistry now. Well, I got to see it. Show me with my eyes. But let's not forget, they only beat the Bulls without Luol Deng, without C.J. Watson. Oh, who's C.J. Watson? But guess what? It's better than John Lucas III, I'll tell you that much. So I still got to give the Heat number 2 here. 16-5, best record in a long time for the Heat. They're looking like a pretty damn good team. They're going to be a team to watch out for. But number 1 team right now, Chicago Bulls. It has to be Derrick Rose playing like the MVP he is. And with Derrick Rose in there, Carlos Boozer comes in and plays like how he should play every night. Carlos Boozer, man, why is it that you decide to play when Derrick Rose is gone? Why don't you come and play when Derrick Rose is here? Do you realize if you would play then, you could actually beat the Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals? Carlos, where are you? And where's Joakim Noah half the time, man? But Chicago Bulls, best team in the East. I personally am going to say in the NBA right now, Chicago Bulls playing great basketball. They got to keep it up. But they're playing pretty damn good from day one when they beat, the Los Angeles Lakers. But Chicago Bulls happen to be number 1 in the East. In my opinion, the number 1 in the whole NBA. Leave down your top 5 for each conference or just your whole top 5 for the entire league. I want to hear what y'all have to say. James Carter TV. I'll be back for my Super Bowl predictions later on this week. Giants, Patriots, James Carter TV, YouTube.com. I'm out. Peace. Oh, it didn't end.